Pfaffendorf is a civil action, not criminal. When asked to comment about Pfaffendorf, the FBI declined to comment.
Correspondent Ian Lee says officials also say Pfaffendorf did not specify which building or when he planned to launch the attack. The suspect in the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson is being arraigned this afternoon after waiving extradition earlier today. Lisa Rubin explains what kind of charges Luigi Mangione now may be facing federally.
Federal charges often carry greater severity of punishment due to those aggravating factors. The interstate travel, sometimes the federal law punishes the possession of gun paraphernalia used to accomplish crimes in different ways than states do.
Now, Mangione is facing charges in connection, of course, to that deadly shooting that took place in front of the Hilton Hotel in Midtown Atlanta, state as well as federal charges now. And one of those counts has to do with killing in the act of terrorism. New this hour and happening right now, lawyers for the family of a 15-year-old volleyball player who collapsed and died while waiting on an ambulance in Clayton County are holding a press conference right now. Attorney Ben Crump says the family is looking for answers.
And whether it was Grady Hospital EMS or the Fire and Rescue Unit from College Park, it appears that there were mistakes from the very start.
On December 5th, 15-year-old Amanda Sylvester was at a volleyball practice when she collapsed. Grady EMS failed to arrive after multiple calls, and it was the teen's mother who was forced to drive her in her car to the hospital where the teen suffered fatal cardiac arrest. Amazon workers across the country go on strike just under a week away from Christmas. That includes workers at the Amazon delivery warehouse in Alpharetta. The Teamsters Union is demanding higher wages, hazard pay, and more for employees. It's 3:03. The Von Haessler Doctrine begins in less than 2 minutes, but beginning right now, your live team coverage of traffic and weather. Andrew Seco has a check on your afternoon drive in the WSB 24-hour traffic center.
And right now, watching a new travel advisory rolling through Marietta. A couple center lanes knocked out with a stall. 75 southbound at Highway 5, exit 267 delays all the way back into Kennesaw. Avoid the area. You want to use Highway 41 to dodge those delays. And a little trouble in the southeast side. Stalled Big Rig in a center lane. Slowing you down on the outer loop, 285 northbound as you get to I-20. That is exit 46. Andrew Seco, 95.5 WSB.
I'm Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz. With Atlanta's most accurate and dependable weather forecast, we'll keep a few clouds around and cool temperatures this afternoon, falling back through the 50s into the 40s this evening and overnight. Friday starts at 39, then mostly sunny, windy, high 54 tomorrow. For Saturday, sunny, colder, low 32, high 47.
More news at 3:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
These people just make noise and basically waste our time.
Dear members of the media and the public, I welcome you.
Live from the heart of Atlanta, Georgia, and beyond, Hour 1 of the Von Haessler Doctrine begins right now. I am your lovable, huggable radio chat host, Eric Von Haessler. The other voices you hear are the Doctrinaires. Man of 1,000 voices, Tim Andrews. Lady of 184.7 characters, Autumn Fisher. The man behind the glass, George Clark. And the handsomest producer in all of producery, Jared Yamamoto.
You getting ready to celebrate National Hard Candy Day? What is he, 90?
That's every day for me.
That's right. It's hey, you know they say you don't want every day to be Christmas. Otherwise, when Christmas comes around, it's not quite as special. So you want National Hard Candy Day to be once a year so you can really live it up, Grandma.
I like to take individually wrapped candy and go to the movies.
Oh, do you now?
Wow, what a day. What a special day.
Kind of cheat the system there, huh? You're not giving them all that money.
I sneak them in.
Takes her 10 minutes to unwrap one.
She said there's unwrapped. You're not listening to Grandma. She takes them.
She's taking the wrapped ones.
She's taking them unwrapped.
Individually wrapped, I said.
Oh, you did?
See?
Oh, okay. Look, it can't be anywhere near as bad as the people who buy the snow caps and the Raisinets and wrestle with the plastic wrapping for the first 20 minutes of the film.
And then it's the chunk in the box, too. Like, especially if they, shake it and put it in their mouths.
Oh, yeah, the shakers. These are the people who simply do not care that there's another human being on the planet with them. They're just watching the movie. It doesn't bother me to hear shaking noises throughout the film. Doesn't
I'm
take
a man.
me.
This is a
Yeah.
masculine way to eat snow caps.
Oh, you've never known a lady to do such a thing.
Never.
bothered
A
by-
lady will daintily reach in with their little nails
Oh.
and fish one little individual snow cap and
One
like a little mouse.
for me. I get annoyed with people that eat their popcorn loudly, that are like smacking on it.
First of all, close your mouth while you eat.
I know, it's
That's
so
really
annoying.
the whole thing. Everybody, it's really kind of cool. You can hear it, and yet no one around you can. It's your
How
own
about a whole
personal.
dinner?
Well, listen, you chose to go see a movie at one of those places. Then it's on
Here's
you.
your hamburger.
It's on you.
Chicken fingers.
Excuse me, this is a little overdone. I said medium.
Hello, hey. Excuse me. Waiter.
Yes,
Waiter.
Yes.
Yeah, my wife here. It's the chicken is underdone. I don't know. Can I see the chef?
Yeah. Oh, the chef is just Juan in the back. It's not like a.
Boy, we're really lucky that this movie is 9 times louder than any ear could actually take. That's why they
chef
keep
is a
turning
microwave. Do you want to give a compliment to the microwave?
Yes. Microwave's kiss. Delicious.
I'm going to say that when I make garbage for my kid.
By the way, I would like, apropos to nothing, really, I just want to let people know, you asked me this question.
Okay.
What's my favorite poem?
What's your favorite poem, Eric?
Oh, it's got to be The Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner. Thank
Oh,
you. Apparently, I didn't say the word of the day yesterday, so you can tell this fella to keep him to himself.
Eric Von Hessler, I was waiting patiently to hear your fantastic rhyme. Did I miss it? Did I not hear it? I must have missed it. My bad.
First of all, it wasn't that kind of rhyme. You, sir, were talking about R-H-Y-M-E. I, sir, was talking about R-I-M-E. And that's why the Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner, that great 1834 poem that I'm lucky that Tim Andrews sent to me because I had absolutely no idea. No idea. And while we're at it, why don't we just go ahead and it's Christmas season. I don't want to use kill, right? Let's take care of 2 birds with 1 stone and do this.
Word of the day.
Insouciance.
Woohoo!
Insouciance.
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 I suspect that a lot of people may be like me.
And not know what that means.
But have heard it many times. Or if not heard it, like read it and just kind of contextualized it. No need to I think I know what that means. But it turns out I didn't know how to pronounce it at all.
Insouciance.
Insouciance is it's a lack of care or concern, indifference.
Insouciance.
What is your government? Insouciance.
Insouciance.
What do they display, I should say?
Insouciance.
There you go. Insouciance means indifference. And really, if you think about it, there kind of takes about as long to write or say either word. You could say indifference or insouciance.
Insouciance.
I don't know how one helps it, but maybe if you're a good writer of an essay or an article and it's dealing with indifference, maybe you don't want to repeat yourself. Use the same word
Trying to
all the
flirt
time.
with the professor a little bit, trying to show how smart you are.
Yeah,
Trying to show that Madam
hey,
Professor. Look, I'm
yes,
so
yeah.
smart. I
Yeah.
promise you, I should be getting an A in your
They
class.
check it with AI anyhow.
You should.
Insouciance.
Oh yeah, the big Phil Collins hit that nobody remembers. Phil Collins had
Say the
so
word
many.
of the day.
When you when you think about it, the 80s, the 1980s, the long since gone 1980s, one large part of it was that Phil Collins was huge. And
When you talk about that's crazy because I was just watching a video. I'm sorry of Phil Collins in this 80s like in the round concert.
Yes.
And he was wearing like these kind of high-waisted sort of like almost gangster looking pants, and he had a little belt, and he looked so hot, and he was controlling
doing it.
everything. The crowd was wrapped around
was
his
the
finger.
king. I saw him live actually on one of those tours in the 80s. But he dominated the 80s, and some of the songs were Genesis songs, but most of them were his solo stuff. And in reality, no one remembers anything other than In the Air Tonight. Honestly, I mean, they remember the other stuff, but as huge as these songs were, Sussudio was huge.
What about
as a
Billy?
song.
Don't lose that number.
Billy, don't lose that number.
Billy, don't you lose my number.
You can't get something like that.
Now, which was more popular, Ricky or Billy? Because
Well,
Ricky
was in the
silly to-
70s.
Okay, all right, just clarify.
Ricky,
And that is a better song.
That is a much
I
better
agree.
song. But I just think it's interesting, and even in the 80s, when people think of Phil Collins songs, it's more likely like a Genesis song than his solo stuff.
Land of Confusion.
Hold on, who's this speaking? I have not introduced you. This must be
an elf.
This was my this is the
Santa's
best man at
helper.
my wedding, and we get together once a year. Stephen Pappas, yes.
Yes. So that's a song "Englishman in New York." Doesn't he refer to himself as an elite?
Amen. Oh no. Englishman in New York
Sting.
is Sting, but what you're thinking of is what would be canceled if it was remembered Genesis song.
Illegal alien.
It's no fun being an illegal alien.
That's what I was thinking of, yes.
And I think that's on the
That's a good song.
have you ever seen the video? They're wearing like mustaches and pretending to be like
Sombreros.
Mexicans. Yes, I would think on the best of. I think they changed it to let's see, what rhymes with undocumented person.
Undocumented person.
It's no fun being an undoctored
Person. Yes.
I'd rather
Yeah,
be
if you
a
want to see how
creator.
times have changed. It's just that the millennials
You know how much-
and the Gen Zers have not come across it because it's a whole week and a half of problematic thing that I found. If these kids could see this Genesis video for Illegal Alien from the 1980s, they would just you know what all over themselves because they love nothing more than problematic things
Why-
and pointing out things that are problematic and getting online and saying things like, so, yes.
And to add on to it, I think most Gen Zers would know Lily Collins much more highly than they would know Phil Collins now,
And then
because
they would
Lily
call
Collins
it-
is an
and
Emily
they would
Paris.
they would think, you know what, you need to talk to your dad.
Yeah.
Like they have no idea if the guy is completely, music destroyed him physically and he can't even walk anymore. But your dad needs to be talked to about this video that I found from the 1980s that seems to be mocking the Mexican culture, if you ask me. They should cancel them all. I think we should have one area in the Midwest. Maybe Kansas is very flat, from what I understand.
Okay.
And easily, it's a good place you can just corral people, send people, I don't want to give Trump any ideas, but what we could do.
Oklahoma?
What we could do.
Flat.
Yeah, but the panhandle represents a problem, I think.
Why?
Kansas is easier
it's
to
'cause they
ring.
panhandle
It's-
all the
well,
time.
no, it's because you can actually fence off a state like Kansas
Where are we
very
going to grow
easily.
our wheat?
Well, you can still grow the wheat, but the point is, you send all the people that. I'm not saying you should do that with the people that you don't like. I'm not suggesting that. What I'm saying is,
He's taking notes. Got to watch out.
all of the celebrities that are suddenly problematic. Let's just.
A lot of room in Canada.
Out there in the Midwest.
We're taking over Canada.
Is it going to be the 51st state?
Well, 51,
You're toppling
2,
Canada.
3, 4, I don't know.
What's Greenland going to be? The 52nd?
I don't care about that anymore.
Did you see?
I
there was
heard
a-
that they wanted to still buy Greenland.
There was a headline yesterday that said Trump's rhetoric about Canada is mirroring Putin's about Ukraine before war.
Oh, yeah, we're going to
here
do
we
it.
go.
There's no doubt. Well, it's some people are very invested in that whole Putin and Trump being together to take over the world because that's exactly. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Putin loves China. Trump loves China.
Well, if I did invade Canada, we wouldn't be there 2.5 years without winning.
That's true.
It would be a week.
Yeah. First of all, we'd probably be welcomed with open arms.
Probably.
That Justin Trudeau, finally, boy.
No, they don't like him.
Fine. Well, yeah, because it's all the stuff back. You know what's happening to our governments? Nobody really realizes this. This is just people waking up after the pandemic and everything that they realize about governments. And we weren't up in Canada. And from America, we were like, yeah, I can understand those truckers keep beeping their horns all night long. That could be annoying. Really annoying enough that you could actually freeze their assets. You could go into their bank accounts. You could make sure that they never didn't have enough money. You better go back home because your wife can't access her bank account anymore. And all of this stuff that went on. And here, the same way. The difference between the people who lost the last election in this country and the people who won is the people who lost still feel like we just nailed that pandemic. As a government, we just did it right.
Yep.
And nobody agrees with that, percentage-wise. There's, all the people who work in the government, what is that now, like 25% of our society? Okay, there's that.
Over 60% of Democrats think they did a terrible job. Voters.
Right. Yeah, but the people, if you get to the top of those, the people who are in power as Democrats, they all believe, oh, we just nailed that. Like if it happened again, they think just play it out. Do it again. Run it back. And you see all over the world this is happening. And it's coming down for Justin Trudeau, who finally, not in the moment with what he did to the truckers that didn't deserve it. You go back to that truckers thing, they were calling them Nazis and white supremacists and all of this kind of stuff. And you still go on YouTube, find the building they burnt down. No, there isn't one. Find the downtown area they went through and smashed all the windows. Keep on looking. Nope, there isn't one. They were just saying things that people in power didn't want being heard. And so much of it happened here as well. And I'm not really here to rant about it. I'm just saying, if you look around the world, this is happening and it's whoever's in power. It was the conservatives that were in power in England, so now they're going to the left. It's all over the world. Whatever was there before is being knocked out of power, and they're going with the other side. And the reason is because, actually it finally happened where I think the gap between the elite and the regular people in the world just became too much. And there had to be this reckoning, this moment of reckoning. Now we'll see how much Trump overplays his hand and pisses people off. That's usually what happens.
Now, Trump, can I at least make this plea? I have a wedding and a bachelor party in Banff coming up in a couple months.
Banff?
That's over in the mountains, so kind of it's near Calgary.
Oh,
and so, Banff. And it's beautiful.
That's where John Madden was born.
Banff. It looks stunning I've never been there before, but I have a bachelor party and a wedding there on a full week, so I want to make sure that you don't ruin it for me there,
Which
Trump.
province is it in again?
You know what? I couldn't tell you.
Oh, because you don't know the world because you're an American.
Yeah.
You're a stupid American. You don't know that Calgary is in the province.
It's near Calgary. It's near Calgary. Then it's Alberta.
Isn't that the West? Calgary's the West, isn't it?
Right. Well, it's
Alberta. Yes, it
British
is.
Columbia.
Ottawa.
That's in Ontario.
That's right there in the center.
The capital?
I know.
No, not in the center. It's in
Well,
northern
it's right.
Ontario.
Wait a minute, it's right above. I used to drive up there through Buffalo.
Well, that's not the center of Canada.
Okay, whatever.
The center of Canada is Manitoba.
I was living in Western New York at the time. It was the center of the universe
Even
for me.
I know Manitoba's.
Yay, Manitoba. Great club. I was younger. Hey, listen, you didn't go through a phase. We all go through phases, crazy phases in our life.
I never went through that. I never went through
Club
that phase.
Manitoba. Fantastic time.
Manitoba.
Treated you like royalty with all the best oils and liniments that you
Hot
could even think of.
Manitoba.
Unbelievable. All right, what are we talking about?
Cold days.
That's
Manitoba.
That's right. Now, you know what? I've talked enough about that. Some things we keep to ourselves.
I wanted to play this audio.
And our significant others. Yes.
I wanted to play this audio for you, Eric, because I don't know this person at all. Autumn, you probably know. Do you know who Karen Hugger is? Karen Huger.
Yeah.
Excuse me. She's Bravo
she's on
star.
Real Housewives of DC or whatever.
Doesn't matter. I mean, she's
Potomac,
useless.
yeah.
Doesn't matter which Real Housewife where, what area. Useless human being, right? Absolutely useless human being, I'm guessing. Or, wait a minute, hold on. I don't want to speak too fast. She may have a line of handbags that I'm not aware of that are quite artistic and wonderful.
Well, the story that came out today, Eric, was that she was found guilty of DUI.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, no problem.
She has
Real Housewives star gets found guilty of DUI. Not a shocker there until I heard this audio.
Okay, now, is this when she's being arrested?
Yes, it's the body cam video.
Body cam, it's real good.
Oh, you've heard this, Autumn?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
This is excellent.
all right.
This old story?
This is the most stunning thing I've ever done. I should have probably taken a cab.
Can you stop for a second? By the way, it always starts. And I have not heard this, but with these things, with the drunks talking to the cops, it starts out like reasonable because they think it's possible that they can actually just reason with the cop. And,
of course,
this is the craziest thing I've ever done in my life. And then there comes a
Should've taken
point.
a cab.
If I think I know where this is going, at some point the person realizes that's not going to work, and then they lose it.
This is the most stunning thing I've ever done. I should have probably taken a cab.
You probably should have taken a cab, yes.
Thank you.
We're in good work.
But I'm very rich. I'm powerful. And when you Google me, you gotta be so ashamed of yourself. I don't think I did anything bad except the driver.
Jeez.
This whole time, too, her wig is like slipping further and further back, so
really?
her forehead gets bigger and bigger.
When you goo her.
When you goo her?
Goo her. Goo.
Oh, so it didn't get into her getting crazy and yelling at the cop, huh?
That's as far as I went with it. I'm sure there's more to it, but
There's more. She's before she gets arrested. It's her and her husband, and she's just trying to explain herself, but she sounds just like this. She's like, "No, hi guys, it's not fine." Like it's like someone playing a drunk.
This is the most stunning thing I've ever done.
Is she a face work lady with a bunch of crazy face work going on?
I mean, she has a weird face anyway.
Oh, she just issued one by God. Okay.
Yeah, a little bit. She has a very she has a very featured face.
Okay.
I don't think she's had a lot of work done. She might have, but she's also African American, so it's kind of hard to tell. You know, sometimes
They say, well, it's the great skin. I don't want to.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Is like when you say nice things, is that still stereotyping?
Well, the one I know you're thinking of, you probably shouldn't
Black
say.
women have beautiful skin.
Yeah, that's
what I'm
not
trying
bad.
to say. I don't know if that's a stereotype thing or whatever, but the aging process seems to be kinder.
Yes.
This is the most stunning thing I've ever done. I should have probably taken the cab.
You probably should have taken a cab, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But I'm very rich.
They say she said I'm very rich.
She said I'm very rich.
When you Google me, you gotta be so ashamed of yourself. I don't think I did anything bad except the driver.
You know what?
The driver.
The driver. That was me.
How do you allow yourself, especially in this
Ladies
day
and
age,
gentlemen,
to
you
get
are
this
now
drunk?
hearing from Metro Atlanta's most famous functional alcoholic. Take notes.
Oh my goodness!
Take notes.
Experts say
Because he would not
walk home or get an Uber.
She's rich,
It's so
dude.
easy.
Have you Googled her?
Yeah, when you goo her, you'll be
I
embarrassed.
don't know what goo is.
Very rich.
Goo.
Cool. So, to these reality types, they really, really, really believe in the idea of fame. They really believe that there's some sort of cloak that fame provides you, and you can see that there in that moment. It's like, oh, you're going to be so embarrassed because you arrested a famous person. Like, hey, you ever hear of OJ? He got arrested. You know, it's like famous
When you
people.
Google me, you're going to find out that I'm dead.
You'll be really embarrassed.
Yeah, you're going to be so embarrassed you arrested a dead guy.
Hey, Living World.
You know, I ran for 2,000 yards once.
Hey, Afterlife.
Hey, Afterlife. I'm in purgatory. I got a lot to work off. 10 million years, and then I'll be good.
A lot of those, like the influencers that they have it and they lose it. I'm sure it happens all the time with these kids, right? You're like an influencer that's got something going on, and then somehow you upset your audience. You break up with your girlfriend or something.
One thing stupid, yes.
And she takes all the viewers with her or something. And you can see it in these types, they're at the age of 28, they've been to the top of the mountain and now they're back at the bottom again. And they have no idea. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. I was famous. That was supposed to be a pass forever. And you really see it in the influencer world. And it's promoted by the platforms too. That's why the algorithm. I always wondered, when you watch Seinfeld, whether it was in real time back in the 90s or on a rerun now, you're not made aware of how many other people have watched this, right? And the reason is because Seinfeld already was paid. So the algorithms on YouTube and Instagram and all of these things, the platform wants you to work harder and do more so that the platform makes money. So the platform will actually embarrass you in front of others until you do something about getting those numbers up. And so it's almost like a little bit of a kind of a bully tactic. Well, you can have your own YouTube channel. You really want to be the guy who's got 17 people viewing? When in reality, there's no reason to let everybody that's watching know how many other people are watching. It's useless information to the viewer, but it's made to put pressure on the creator
to intimidate
to
the creator.
do more.
Do more.
Because the platform wants to make more money off of you. That's why I don't do it. I know. Look, listen, there are 14 people out there that would watch every single YouTube video I put up.
I would.
I know you. 15. Now I got 15.
He would goo-goo you
I would
too.
goo you all day long.
You're going to be embarrassed when you do.
Looking for the perfect holiday gift? Hi, it's Tim Andrews from the Von Hessler Doctrine. Surprise your friends and family with a custom cameo from me, whatever voice you like. My own,
Donald J. Trump.
Elon Musk, Governor Brian Kemp, Jerry Seinfeld, or maybe even a little Bing Crosby, or any of my other impressions. I'll make it unforgettable. Don't wait. Spread some laughter and holiday cheer today. Go to cameo.com/TAndrewsATL.
Spend time where it matters most this holiday season. Sell your home fast with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. It's Eric Erickson here. Don't worry about open houses and spending money on costly repairs. The guaranteed offer allows you to bypass the market, receive an all-cash offer, and close in as little as 21 days. Selling your home is one of the biggest financial decisions you will make. So who you work with matters. Trust the most experienced real estate team in the U.S. and close with confidence. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start backing.
City of Hope, a place where seemingly impossible blood cancers become treatable, curable. With more than 19,000 bone marrow transplants performed, we're the largest and most successful program in the U.S., making major breakthroughs in treating leukemia, lymphoma, and rare blood cancers, personalizing a treatment plan right down to your DNA. Now the experts striving to make the impossible a reality are closer to home. Learn more at cityofhope.org.
It's Scott Slate, and I've been a Ragsdale Heating and Air customer for many, many holiday seasons. You know, many of the good people at Ragsdale have been there for 10, 20, even 30 years. And as you prepare your home for family and friends this year, Ragsdale's the name I know you can trust for expert plumbing and electrical, too. I'm still enjoying the new kitchen lighting they installed for me. You know, with company coming, be sure your plumbing is up to the challenge with a whole home plumbing inspection from Ragsdale for just $39. Click RagsdaleAir.com or call them. Ragsdale and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
EMC Security.
Meet EMC Security's hero of the home.
After some break-ins in my neighborhood, it got me thinking about my family's security. A friend recommended EMC Security, so I called them. Now I have peace of mind that my family is safe without having to sign a long-term contract.
Way to go, Sarah. Be the hero of your home with no contracts, fast and reliable monitoring, and rates as low as $16.95.
EMC Security. Smart protection for a safer tomorrow.
Nothing delivers comfort and joy quite like the unrivaled quality and taste of Omaha Steaks. It's guaranteed perfection in every single bite. And right now, you can save on unforgettable gifts with 50% off site-wide at omahasteaks.com. Plus, score an extra $30 off with promo code ERIC, E-R-I-C-K. With 5 generations of experience, they've consistently delivered the world's best steak experience, and they will for you as well. The gifting experts at Omaha Steaks have made it easy to deliver the perfect gift with thoughtfully curated gift packages featuring gourmet favorites. I have been giving gifts from Omaha Steaks since I was in law school. When I've wanted to impress people, Omaha Steaks always impresses. From legendary steaks to mouth-watering desserts and more, save 50% off site-wide for a limited time at omahasteaks.com. Promo code ERIC, E-R-I-C-K, at checkout. That's 50% off. It's Omaha, O-M-A-H-A, steaks.com. Get $30 off with promo code ERIC. Minimum purchase applies. omahasteaks.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
It is 3:30. I'm Veronica Waters. News this half hour is brought to you by Vincent Financial. WSB's top local story. We're hearing from grieving parents after their teen daughter's fatal collapse at volleyball practice in Clayton County. They and their lawyer are demanding answers, and we have heard some heart-wrenching words today. Joining us live now with the latest, WSB's Daphne Young, to tell us about this emotional press conference just concluded. Daphne?
Yes, I was just going to say that, Veronica. The press conference just ending. It lasted about 45 minutes. Both attorney Ben Crump, along with other attorneys, family members, Amanda Sylvester's her name, her mother, her father, her grandmother. They all talked about the tragedy that happened at the Tracy Wyatt Rec Center in College Park, where Amanda had a medical episode back on December 5th and collapsed and died during practice. Now, 911 was called, and this is the issue. Grady EMS didn't show up after multiple calls, forcing Amanda's mother, Barbara, to get in her own car and drive the teen to the hospital.
There appears to be negligence from the very start. I mean, to call 911 with a medical emergency of a child and for an ambulance not to show up for almost an hour?
That's attorney Ben Crump, who's now handling the case. He's been hired by the Sylvester family to represent them in this case against Grady EMS. The teen suffered a cardiac arrest and later died. And now the family and the attorneys are looking for answers. Reporting live from the newsroom, I'm Daphne Young, 95.5 WSB.
Thank you, Daphne. Such a heartbreaking case. The search is continuing this hour for a man wanted for shooting a Georgia State Patrol K-9 in Coweta County. His name is 51-year-old Ira Troy Williams, wanted for that incident in Grantville, and the search is continuing. Fulton County District Attorney Fonnie Willis says she will appeal a court ruling that's kicking her off the election interference case over her relationship with former Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade. Former DeKalb County DA Robert James tells WSB the state Supreme Court could have the final say here.
While they're reviewing this, there's going to be no movement.
President-elect Trump's attorney Steve Sadow is cheering the decision, calling the case a politically motivated persecution. Luigi Mangioni's first federal court appearance in New York is over now. He was extradited from Pennsylvania to face charges in the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. His lawyers are not seeking bail right now, but they have the right to do so later if they choose. 3:32, time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic begins right now with Andrew Seco.
New travel advisory to warn you about Gwinnett County. Crash taking out the left lanes, 85 north at Old Hamilton Mill Road. That's exit 120. Delays all the way back to 985. You want to use Highway 124 to dodge those delays. And slowing and going on into Norcross, looking at a stall block in a right lane. 85 northbound, slowing you down to Jimmy Carter Boulevard. That is exit 99. Andrew Seco, 95.5 WSB.
I'm Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad, and it's becoming mostly sunny, topping out near 60 today. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, windy and cool, low 39, high 54.
It's 56 degrees at 3:33 on 95.5 WSB.
Scott Slade here to talk to you about your health, and I think it's real important to talk about what is most likely to kill you. Heart disease is the #1 killer of Americans, and the older we get, the more prevalent it is. But you can reduce your risk. Eat right, don't smoke, exercise, and be informed about what's going on in your own body. Like lots of potentially serious health problems, if you catch heart disease early, you vastly increase your chances of living a longer life. And that's where virtual imaging comes in. Virtual imaging scans take less than 10 minutes and screen with 98% accuracy for heart disease. Other scans, including brain and full body, are available too. Virtual Imaging is locally owned and operated in Atlanta for over 15 years, so they can make you this terrific offer. A complimentary heart scan for you and your spouse with a few minimum requirements. So don't put this off. I've done it. Call Virtual Imaging today for your free heart scan. 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-7226. Or visit their website at virtualimagingatl.com.
Norwegian Cruise Line invites you to experience more in the Caribbean, Alaska, Europe, and beyond. For a limited time, get 50% off all cruises and enjoy NCL's all-new More at Sea cruising package, including unlimited open bar, specialty dining, and more. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Offer ends soon. Norwegian Cruise Line. Ships registry the Bahamas and USA. Restrictions apply.
Being rushed here on her birthday was never the plan. Neither was missing soccer, or trick-or-treating, or Thanksgiving at Grandpa's. The plan wasn't to live from an overnight bag for a year, or to have to find the silver lining again and again and again. A trip to Children's is never the plan, but it's the first step to getting back to the plan. Give today at choa.org/donate.
I'm Bill, and I'm living with idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis, a type of interstitial lung disease that causes scarring of the lungs and makes it hard to breathe. ILD can be hard to diagnose, so if you're out of breath with a constant dry cough, ask a pulmonologist if it could be ILD. My wife Bev and I have walked every step of this journey together. I couldn't have traveled this road alone, and neither should you. Get help, find hope. Go to lungsandyou.com.
Give the gift of slurp this holiday with a gift card from Atlanta's best ramen house, Jinya Ramen Bar. Nothing beats the cold more than a massive bowl of the most flavorful ramen soup in the city. Jinya's signature broths balance the flavors of pork, chicken, and vegetables with the perfect blend of Japanese spices and noodles, creating an unforgettable ramen experience. Visit JinyaRamenBar.com for more, including job opportunities. JinyaRamenBar.com.
Oh, my goodness. We have a visitor from across the pond. He fancies himself a bit of a rock and roller.
Well, George just played some music from a band that I saw last night that I've been going to see for over 30 years, and I love them so much, and it's amazing they're doing it.
And that is?
The Jesus Lizard from Chicago.
Yeah, they're still doing it.
Oh,
Did they ever stop doing it?
They took some breaks here and there.
Yeah.
David Yana, their singer, was a heroin addict for a long time in his younger days.
Got to get over that.
It's amazing he's still alive, but one of the best bands ever.
You know, the best bands are. I'm listening to that
new.
I'm listening to that new Cure album right now, man. It's like the people who are still making really good stuff. They're kind of the same people who were already making good stuff. In my opinion,
the Jesus Lizard put out a new album a couple months ago, and it's really as good as anything they've ever done. And people say that when they release an album. Oh, it's the best. It's the best songs we've ever done. No, it really is for guys who've been doing this longer than they ever intended to do it.
Sure.
It's wonderful.
Supposed to be a little rock and roll band, rebelling against their parents.
Do some
next
heroin.
Thing you gotta take a few years off, get it together. Is he off the H?
I believe
Is he off the stuff?
I think he is.
I hope he's off the stuff.
He's put on a few pounds.
Hey,
but
you
he's
know
still
what?
great.
Hey, you know what? Better. But neither is good for your health, but it's better to have a few pounds than to be on the H.
On the H.
Kids, no reason to start. No reason to start with the H, okay?
What if he's just chipping?
Nah, no reason to chip.
Do you look in the mirror and think, man, I've gained a few pounds? Well, it's better than doing the H.
That's right. Now, you can be perfect like me, never doing the H, and keeping the body together, I gotta say, but not everybody can do what Eric Von. Don't even try. Don't even try.
It's tough.
This is English Nick we're talking to. Let's do this.
It's English Nick with Toodle Pip.
Toodle Pip.
Had to cover up my bald spot with the top of my headphones there.
I wonder what you were going to say for a minute when the word bald came out of your mouth.
Well, and you never know. I'll tell you what, the new Eric Von Hessler just doesn't care.
Well,
He'll say whatever he wants.
We can only see you from the waist up where you're standing.
That's what's a good thing because I'd be in jail if you saw below there.
Could you lower it?
That's something that
Lower it down.
No, that's for the Doctrinaires exclusively. That's their little show that they get every day.
Man,
not little. It's not a bad way to put it.
Speaking of jail,
big show.
Those scenes from New York today look like a Batman movie.
I didn't see them.
Why did the mayor of New York City have to be walking behind that Luigi guy when all the other
I didn't watch it. Can I tell you
crazy.
something? I'm ignoring the story.
Crazy.
I'm ignoring it completely.
I thought I was watching Batman.
I don't like. Probably he's putting his face in there because it's the place to be. But I hope this guy gets whatever the top penalty is. Even though I'm no fan of the way the healthcare industry is run, but I don't have trouble. I was telling my friend Stefan this on the way here, that when you hear some of the rationale for the turning this guy into a folk hero, I understand. Like some of it, I understand. But what I want to say back to the people is, what you have to accept about yourself now is that you are in fact a revolutionary, because the rationale that is the most logical as to why people would be like in favor of this craziness is that saying something like, okay, one cold-blooded murder ignited a whole conversation around this that needed to be had, whereas 3,000 street protests, it doesn't matter how many times you light candles, whatever. So I would say that, okay, I disagree with you that that's a rationale that you can follow, but it is something that has logic to it. But what you have to understand is that once you decide it's okay to murder, not because that guy did something terrible with your children or some kind of like reaction like that, once you make the decision that it's okay to murder in the name of a cause, remember, this is a rich kid who never was covered by United Healthcare. So he's doing this for an ideal, a cause. And once you think that on any level it's okay to kill people in order just to boost a cause, Okay, I get the logic of it, but you now have to own something. You are a full-blown revolutionary, because that's how revolutionaries think. And, you know, some people have a good name. If they like you, they call you a revolutionary. If they don't like you, they call you a terrorist.
Yeah.
So you have to own who you are if you believe that. Me, I reject it. I don't like the healthcare system. I want it changed. And I don't know if I've ever said this before, and I'll just put it out there. I am not in favor of cold-blooded murder. I don't.
Yeah, but you're really taking a stand there,
I know
Eric.
I am, but the Von Hessler doctrine.
Sure you want to go there? That's a limited space there.
I know I'm going to lose audience over this, but I am. That's where I stand. All right, what do we have in the Toodle Pips?
Well, we have a story that makes me glad that I'm not in England.
Okay, I'm going to tell you, we did talk about this yesterday, but I'm more than willing to talk about it again with a true Englishman.
Because
so go ahead.
I'm an Englishman, but I love the Irish beer, the Guinness.
It seems to be quite popular.
There's a shortage of it in the UK. So much so, some pubs have given their punters ration cards.
What do you call it, punters? What's a punter?
They're customers, punters.
Oh, really?
Punter? Why?
Yeah.
Is that soccer slang of some kind?
That's just a British term for
You're a punter.
for a punter, yeah.
I thought that was what they called Johns over there.
No, Johns
Hooker
are
Johns.
No.
Pubsters.
The punter would be the guy that comes to the lady for
Yeah, that's what
or
I'm
man.
saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why
services.
wouldn't they be called pubsters? Because they'd be in pubs all
They
day
could
long.
be, but
Can we all just agree on alcoholics? How about that? We'll just call them alcoholics. They stay in the
Well,
pub
what's
all
weird
day
about
long.
the English is that they drink
Everything.
during the day, and then at night their pubs close so early. That's
Well,
what I
they-
don't understand.
Usually last orders is around 11:30,
But
I
why?
think.
Why not stay
And the
open
pubs,
late?
Look,
pubs
they're
close
drinking
at
at
midnight.
9 in the morning.
I know, but
Well,
why?
so-
Get up and milk the cows.
They gotta,
Yeah, that's right, mate.
gotta have time to sleep it off. Probably they realized at one point, everything bad where we have to call the cops happens after 11 o'clock. So let's close at 11 o'clock. It's a
Totally
after
disagree.
11, it becomes that weird that scene from Train Spotting.
After 2:30 is what that 2:30 is the sweet spot. I think after that,
yeah,
then
but you don't
the bad
start
stuff happens.
until 3 in the afternoon.
You mean the scene where Begbie throws the glass over the banister?
Yes.
Whoever
Yes.
glassed that wee lassie is going to get it.
Yes. So, the only reason this is happening is because there's
Promotion.
a new advertising campaign toward young people in England that has the idea is you have a contest where when you're drinking the Guinness
From a Guinness glass.
from a Guinness glass, you want to do it so when you set it down the first time, the level is halfway through the G on the glass.
Yeah.
And I've seen pictures of this. They have whole contests and people's names on the walls in pubs, and it's just a new advertising campaign. And a bunch of under 30s are now drinking Guinness for the first time, so there just isn't enough. In America, basically the same number of people are drinking Guinness this year as last year, so we don't have that problem. It's not like they're actually running bone dry.
Right.
They just didn't realize how good this advertising campaign would go. So I think the pubs that are doing the rationing, they're actually trying to turn it into a game that people can know about, as opposed to people just getting pissed off when they say, I want to.
And knowing Nick's track record with the Guinness, he wouldn't send any over to any of his buddies and family over into the UK. You're going to hold on to all the Guinness you can here in the U.S.
Now, are you anti-harp? Can you not go in the direction of harp if necessary?
Oh,
if
I
there's
can go
not
to
enough-
Harp. I can go to Smithwick's too. Smithwick's is a great
Smithwick's
Irish
good.
red
Oh,
beer.
is the W silent in that?
Yes.
I always said Southwick.
So did I.
Wait,
I'll
look-
take a Southwicks and a quesadilla.
Boddington's. Boddington's is a great blonde
there you go. Yeah.
stout. I want to hear from the old man who's been sitting in the same pub chair at the bar for 70 years.
Yeah,
and he
how-
can't get his Guinness.
for me, all right.
Can't get his Guinness.
I want the lot, and you're not gonna ration me.
His wife wants him to come back home. That's just.
All right, I said to get back, get your horse and be the bag and think I'm going.
That's right.
She can stay home and sit on her fat arse watching
Why?
telly.
Stay home now, but you ain't going either.
Yeah, you know what? Strangely
I feel
enough,
like I'm being judged by the Brit here by my accent, so I'm feeling self-conscious.
The missus is at home with the Prosecco. That's what she's doing. Yeah.
Fine with me.
Oh, listen, a bit of white wine the other day doesn't hurt nobody anyway.
Maybe she'll be asleep by the time I get home.
You'll be lucky.
I hope so. You're just taking all the planes and coming home and you get the
I think I hear Channel 4, darling. You better change.
that's what was that guy that Sir what's his face turned out to be a horrible person after he died from the BBC?
Oh, Jimmy Savile.
Oh, yeah, don't worry. Jimmy will fix it.
Christmas is all about tradition.
Spend this Christmas Eve and Christmas Day with WSB and Mannheim Steamroller as we give you 25 straight hours of Christmas music.
Beginning at 5 p.m. Christmas Eve until 6 p.m. Christmas night.
It's WSB's 25 Hours of Christmas.
Presented by Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
From 95.5 WSB, your holiday station.
However you celebrate the season, Breda Pest Management would like to take this time to celebrate you and thank you for your business. As a local family-owned and operated company, the Breda family appreciates you and yours and wishes you all a very Merry Christmas and a bug and critter-free New Year. Breda Pest Management, they handle bugs and critters. BREDAPest.com.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
In the winter, Mama Bear and I prefer a cup of warm Earl Grey with lots of honey over our usual cool glass of sweet tea. And just like our tea choices, Scana Energy also has great options for every family, no matter the season. Yep, their dependable natural gas service keeps our home warm and our cups of tea piping hot. Sign up with Scana today and save up to $100. Call 877-GO-SCANA or visit scanaenergy.com/warm for details. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids.
Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 2024.
Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Spend time where it matters most this holiday season and sell your home fast with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. The guaranteed offer allows you to bypass the market, receive an all-cash offer, and close in as little as 21 days. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer and start packing.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-2798. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-2798. That's 800-575-2798. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Hey, Belinda here, and I have Barry Petrie, Director of Virtual Imaging. Barry has a very interesting testimonial I want him to share with our listeners. Barry, tell us your story.
Belinda, I'm 55. I'm in good shape. I work out every day and took this job about a year ago. Unfortunately, I started having some symptoms about 3 or 4 months ago, so I decided to scan myself. Learned that I had a very high calcium score, and especially most of that was in my LAD, which you know is the Widowmaker. Yeah. Long story short, I had my first stent put in about 6 weeks ago at Northside, and I feel great. I did not realize that I had lost a gear, and I've got that gear back. And I would have been one of those people that probably would have dropped dead looking perfectly healthy at 60 if I had not taken this role and did that scan.
Oh, wow. Folks, that story hits home. What are you waiting for? Go to Virtual Imaging and get a complimentary heart scan with few minimum requirements for you and your spouse. Call 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-SCAN. Or visit virtualimagingatl.com.
All right, it's getting moody around here.
That is not the Jesus Lizard.
All right, Autumn. Hey.
This what you were listening to, Nick, last night?
Is Autumn back?
Hey.
Hey, Autumn.
What are you doing here?
Did you bring my mail?
Oh, no. My finger's stuck in this glue trap.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let me just help you out there. Let me. I gotta have to put my arms around you, help you.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Okay, here we go.
Oh.
Hey.
I feel something.
Let's dance. All right, we're in the middle of
We are.
Toodle Pip, and you usually just you're half hour and gone. I always invite
I have to be
you.
today.
Oh, you're too busy.
Yeah.
You got to slow down.
Well, I was planning on being here for the Christmas deal tomorrow. For some of it.
You gonna dress up?
The dealio?
Oh, I'll bring my Santa Claus thing. I always wear.
All right. A little jingle jangle.
Isn't he Father Christmas?
Father. He's Father Christmas.
Father Christmas.
Father
right.
Christmas. Give us some money. All right. What else? What do you got for English mixed toodle pits?
Hey, if you're a concert goer and you get fed up with going to the bathroom, they've come up with a pit diaper.
Oh.
So if you're down there moshing to your favorite band and you don't want to leave the great spot that you have, $75 the pit diper.
Okay, well here's
People should use this for New Year's Eve too.
Now you could use it for
anytime.
anything.
Use it for this show if you're
Actually, this is
I am right now.
I think that this is is it Depend or it's some kind of it's Liquid Death.
Yes.
So they're doing it so that we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
And it's like it looks like leathery and stuff. But this all sparked, I think there was a TikTok video, some kind of video where a girl just went to the bathroom in the middle of the pit area and people it became a viral kind of
without
thing.
the diaper.
She just kind of, squatted down and did her number one. And it became kind of a little bit of a mini viral thing. And these people at Liquid Death, who just by the name of the drink of water called Liquid Death, says they know how to do advertising. So they capitalized on it with this. It's really kind of a joke. It's not really. It's like when KFC puts out the lipstick or whatever. It's just a way to get people like us talking about them.
You know what they
saying
should do?
Liquid Death over and over again.
What they should do with all these artists locking up people's cell phones in pouches. Put a lockable cell phone pouch on the back of this thing.
That's right.
That's a
that
great
way
idea.
you can pee in the diaper and keep your phone out of the way.
That's right. Yeah, I think it's fine. I think it's pretty sad that the artists have to lock up your cell phones. Shouldn't we live in a society where people think, "Oh, I'm going into a show now, so I'll turn off my phone"? That's
Chrissy Hind of the Pretenders. She actually started sending out like Instagram posts to fans during the last tour this year. Number one, about the phones.
Yeah.
Number two, I see a couple of you have come to 2 or 3 shows and you've always got the best seats. Maybe you guys can move back so somebody else can have the. Don't tell your fans to do that.
Yeah, I don't know. She took a lot of crap for it. I get where she was coming from. Where she's coming from is we're going from town to town.
Yeah, but still.
We'd like to play to the people who are Pretenders fans in that town. I get where she's coming from because probably the people who can go to all these shows probably have the disposable income to do it.
Yeah.
And so it didn't come off right because basically these are your P1s. These are the people. An aging band loves these because you can always come up with a new T-shirt. They'll buy it. When you're not, if you're not bringing in new audience, you got to super serve the audience who will buy anything that you're going to do. So in that sense, but I kind of applaud her because she's tired of going all over the country and looking at the same front row everywhere she goes because there's got to be some kind of flavor to that. The problem with the Sphere, like Kevin went to see U2 in the Sphere. And what he's saying to me is like, it's just kind of different. Like, it's different like when they come to your town. Like, there's something more special that they're coming to my town.
Yeah, because it's your venue.
They're coming to our, and it's, and I think that's what she was lamenting. Like, we want to come to your town. We want to see the people in that town that haven't seen the Pretenders in years and stuff. And probably those people get annoying because they probably aren't as effusive in their 55th show.
No, you're
as
right.
somebody that's going to see maybe even, I saw the Pretenders once in the 80s and, now I'm finally going to see them again. I hear they're really still good live and all that.
The best thing was she kind of tried to say sorry this week for all that, but then she was like, sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, I think I'm with her.
Like,
I think I'm with her. Maybe there's no good way to put what it is that she's trying to express. I think there's really no way for a fan to take that. It's like, because the people that she's saying this to have probably spent more money on Pretenders tickets and merch than anybody else. So they feel, but then there's the problem that she probably feels is they start to feel somewhat entitled.
Yep.
And so that's what she's reacting to. It's almost like when these bands, a lot of times, like I know I was tricked by Peter Gabriel once because during his Us tour, and I went back home for some friends that were all in radio, and I had tickets to the show, and then my friends in radio were like, oh no, you got to get this. He's got this area called the Secret World, and you get to be there. And so while my friends, the stage, You had to see the whole stage to understand what was going on. And once I was there, yes, I was very close to him on that runway in that little area.
The secret world?
So every once in a while, he'd be right there. But for the most part,
he's back over there.
I wasn't seeing the whole show. And in the middle of it, I got it. This is his way of getting industry people out of the way so that he can play to actual fans. He just didn't seem to understand that I was both. But that's okay.
Well, you're few and far between.
I understood his point of view so much it didn't bother me. Real quick, got another one?
I do, and I'm not going to watch this if it happens. Conor McGregor says he's going to box Logan Paul in India.
Hey, you know, box him up there.
This rain is going to be such a food. I'm no Mike Tyson.
Did you say it's the Melee in New Delhi?
I did the other day, but I couldn't remember what I said, so I didn't say
the Melee in New Delhi.
It's the Melee in New Delhi.
I wonder how this will do. Is it going to be a Netflix thing again?
They're not saying yet.
I wonder how it'll do, because that Jake Paul...
Oh, that was a waste.
It was a waste, but then I think everybody felt like, why didn't I realize that before I watched it?
Everybody wanted to see it.
And we all convinced ourselves that there was some chance that this 56-year-old... And then when the whole thing really got going, it was like, oh, he's not going to knock him out. He's not going to beat up an old man. This is all game. And whether or not... Now, people might feel like Conor is not 56, 57 years old, and he's not a very good fighter anymore. But I got to... Which Paul is this?
Jake.
Logan.
Oh, Jake. No, this is Logan, isn't it?
Logan. This is Logan. Jake's already fought. This is Logan. Get a
Excuse
room.
me. That's what I think of it.
Coffee.
I'd be interested to see if people fall for it again, but I think people think that actually Conor McGregor could knock Logan Paul into next week. All right, English Nick.
See you tomorrow.
Yes, I'll see you for the big Christmas show.
The shindig?
Yeah, the shindig. Bye.
See ya.
First Liberty Building and Loan. They say yes to small business financing when big banks say no. It's Eric Erickson. Make a 10-minute call to First Liberty Building and Loan, and you will know if you're a fit for their program. Go to firstlibertyga.com. That's firstlibertyga.com.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning team of tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to end your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other IRS actions. Make sure you're getting the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima today for a free confidential consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Are the effects of diabetes, prostate cancer, hypertension, or high cholesterol robbing you of your ability to perform in the bedroom? Choice Men's Health can help you eliminate ED and get your bedroom performance back in just one visit. Choice Men's Health offers breakthrough treatments for ED and performance issues in the bedroom to help you regain your confidence and give you back the intimacy with your partner. Call Choice Men's Health right now to make an appointment and find out how you can eliminate ED on the first visit. Popular name brand pills like Viagra and Cialis don't work for everyone and can have serious side effects. Choice Men's Health custom medications work immediately, even if you have a medical history or think you're too old to perform like you used to. Choice Men's Health can help you have a fulfilling sex life again. Call Choice Men's Health today at 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170. Once again, that's 404-400-1170.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB. Atlanta's News and Talk.
It's 4 o'clock. I'm Veronica Waters. WSB's top local story. The parents of Amanda Sylvester, the 15-year-old volleyball player who died at practice recently while waiting on an ambulance, hold a press conference today with their lawyers. WSB's Daphne Young monitored the entire emotional thing, and now she's joining us live with the latest. Daphne.
That's right, Veronica. The teen's parents, talked to the press this afternoon, along with their attorneys, Ben Crump, and her father, Anthony Sylvester Jr., says they need to know how this tragedy happened.
Everybody's pointing fingers, but nobody's taking responsibility. And Amanda deserves that those who did this to her are held accountable. We deserve it. Our community deserves it.
Amanda Sylvester's dad, mom, and grandmother were there. She collapsed during practice, and 911 was called. But Grady EMS took over an hour to show up, causing her mother, Barbara, to put the teen in her own car and drive her to a nearby hospital where she later died. The family has hired attorney Ben Crump to represent their lawsuit against Grady EMS. And again, they just want answers and to ensure this doesn't happen to other families. Reporting live from the newsroom, I'm Daphne Young, 95.5 WSB.
Thank you, Daphne. It's 57 degrees now at 4:01. Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz says we're going to see mostly sunny skies, highs topping out around 60 today, clear and cold overnight with lows in the 30s. Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast is straight ahead. The teacher killed in the Madison, Wisconsin school shooting this week graduated from Kennesaw State University, a tragic tie to this tragic shooting here in Metro Atlanta. 42-year-old Erin West received her degree in early childhood education from KSU in 2005. The statement from the university today says KSU is deeply saddened by this tragic loss. The Georgia Court of Appeals votes 2-1 that the Fulton County District Attorney and the entire office should be disqualified from prosecuting Donald Trump and 8 co-defendants for trying to illegally reverse his election laws. They say it's not over the appearance of impropriety on her relationship with Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade. Instead, they cite the appearance of impropriety over how Willis chose whom to prosecute and what charges to bring. Now, the Fulton County DA, Fonnie Willis, is appealing her disqualification, taking her request to the state Supreme Court.
The state Supreme Court will now decide whether Willis should be removed from the case over her relationship with Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade.
While they're reviewing this, there's going to be no movement.
Former DeKalb County DA Robert James says the appeals court decision finds the appearance of impropriety is too great for Willis to stay on the case.
And that's really what it boils down to, is how far the court was willing to go. And the Court of Appeals clearly felt like or believed that the lower court didn't go far enough and remove her.
Trump attorney Steve Sadow cheered the ruling, calling the case a, quote, politically motivated persecution. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
The Luigi Mangione case continues to unravel today, to play out today. His first federal court appearance in New York has now concluded. He was extradited from Pennsylvania to face charges connected to the murder of the United Healthcare CEO. His lawyers are not seeking bail right now, but have the right to do so later if they choose. The feds have charged Mangione with murder today, in addition to the New York State murder counts. He's accused of fatally shooting Thompson in front of a Manhattan hotel back on December 4th. American Airlines says today it has settled a federal race discrimination lawsuit filed by 3 men ordered to deboard a flight last January. Now, the financial details of the settlement were not released, but American calls it an amicable resolution. The plaintiff said they and 5 other black men were ordered to deboard an American flight from Phoenix to New York last January because a flight attendant complained about some unidentified passenger's body odor. The men said they were not responsible for any body odor, were not seated near each other, and didn't even know each other. It is happening today, and it is less than a week before Christmas, but Amazon workers are going on strike at several locations, including a delivery warehouse in Alpharetta.
Amazon, you can't hide.
They are one of 7 facilities striking for better pay and worker conditions. It's 4:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. But first, we're going to start you off with some live team coverage of traffic and weather right now. Our WSB Triple Team Traffic kicks off this afternoon with Andrew Seco.
Good afternoon. We're going to start things off this Thursday. Checking the ride downtown, the connector north and south, leaving you on and off those brakes from Langford Parkway past 17th Street. Your southbound trouble starts just south of North Druid Hills Road on 85 proper. Speaking of 85, checking some delays in a Norcross earlier, trouble in a right lane, still leaving the brake lights. 85 north at Jimmy Carter Boulevard, exit 99. And our friends to the south side, Clayton Henry County, 75 north and south. We're seeing that volume. You are slowing and going from 155 Victoria McDonough up to 675 in Stockbridge. Let's circle the city with the help of Sydney Darden Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center.
Well, the worst of your delays, Andrew, are going to be over on the north side. I-285 westbound on the outer loop. You are slow, leaving Chamblee, Dunwoody, all the way past that into Sandy Springs and almost into Cumberland as well. Over on the south side, looking a lot better, especially near the airport. Only a few brake lights. 285 eastbound there on the inner loop until you get to that 75 merger. I'm Sydney, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz. With Atlanta's most accurate and dependable weather forecast, we'll keep a few clouds around and cool temperatures this afternoon, falling back through the 50s into the 40s this evening and overnight. Friday starts at 39, then mostly sunny, windy, high 54 tomorrow. For Saturday, sunny, colder, low 32, high 47.
It's 53 degrees right now in Roswell, 57 in Union City, and we're looking at 56 degrees in Midtown Atlanta at 4:05. More news at 4:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 2 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now.
This is Lily Collins' dad.
He calls it my daughter in Paris. Hey, here's a little fun fact. I would have saved it for the Christmas show, but then I would be 24 hours out of date. It was on this date in 1843 that Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol was published.
What horrible version of A Christmas Carol was that?
That's an aggressive one, right?
Alistair Sims is the only correct answer.
Now,
and
that's
Mr.
not
Magoo.
true.
And Mr. Magoo.
Yes.
Also,
And Jim
listen.
Carrey.
Humbug.
Listen.
Label.
The Alistair Sims one, that's the one that's called Scrooge. It's like 1952. He is the best Scrooge. And the reason, in my opinion, that he's the best Scrooge really has to do about the transformation from bad guy to good guy. That particular, now the one from the 30s, I think it's like 1938 with this guy Reginald Owen, and the first, you know that I am absolutely in love with the first ghost in the 1938 one, just this beautiful woman. And just lovely, beautiful. I had you look up her name because I was like being a creep about it some months ago. But I will say this.
Just for your own personal research, right? Your at-home research?
The one from 1938, yes, of course. From 1938, I think that the lead-up is maybe better. I think that there's a lot of the one that you're talking about, which is the best Scrooge, that is when the first ghost comes and stuff in that movie, it's a little bit not great. It's a little boring at that point, I feel like. But it's the greatest Scrooge because when he makes the transformation, he just becomes this giddy school child all of a sudden. And he's fantastic. I can just stand on my head, all that.
Stand on my head. I'm standing on my head.
Exactly. But don't, listen, watch the one from 1938 where Reginald Owen plays Scrooge. He's pretty damn good, too. And, of course, you have that first ghost. That
Anne
is just,
Rutherford.
Anne Rutherford.
She's dead now, though.
Well, of course
She's
she
been
is.
dead since 1958. You
You
know you can get AI to make nudes of her if that's what you want.
No, I don't. I'm not interested in that. It was her. There's something about she had an innocence about her that I found. I'm not saying, well, whatever I'm saying. I don't get myself in trouble. She's quite a beautiful woman, is what I'm saying.
What are you trying to say?
Well, I was trying to say that there's, she radiates this innocence along with her beauty that is wonderful, I think.
I see.
She lived to be 95, by the way, died in 2012.
It's a great life. That is a great life.
That's a great, well, we don't know what happened.
lived a
Last 10 years.
No,
95 is
iron
that's
lung.
A great age.
I don't know.
With the help of the internet here, I've also found that she's on a few episodes of Love American Style.
Oh,
so
wow.
So you can go back and find those.
So she would be older then, right? So like if it's 1938, so Love American Style is like 1968.
70, 1970,
So she's already, going. So she's already in her 50s or something there, right?
I love the look,
Anyway.
the blank look on Jared's face. What's Love American?
Yeah, I've never heard of
Love American Style
It's
was
where Happy Days was born.
Love American Style was you couldn't call it a sitcom. It was a half-hour show that would have three vignettes. Yeah. So you would have like these in between a full story and then a commercial, then another full, and they all were around like sitcom-y love story things. And it had a great song, Love American Style. Dun-dun-dun, red, white, and blue. And Soupy Sales, for some reason, would be in like every episode.
Hey, send me your money.
Yeah, like who Soupy Sales is. Or anybody listening knows who Soupy.
If they're alive, they
We're
know.
irrelevant now.
We are,
We're
but
just
it's okay.
irrelevant.
The
We're-
people listening to us are
we're all
mostly know
irrelevant.
who we are, yeah.
Yeah, but
I
I
know who
mean,
those
in
people
order
are.
for us to make money in the future, we can't just have an audience that's all going to be dead in 2 years. We gotta appeal to the
gotta
youngins.
reach out. You gotta reach out a
We gotta
little
reach
bit.
out to the youngins.
Soupy
I'm
Sales.
talking about Gen
Z.
Gen X.
Gen Y. Soupy Sales was on the air in between Don Imus and Howard Stern on
Yes.
WNBC in that Superstation lineup.
That is correct. It didn't work.
No.
It failed. But, he still was, you trying to make him relevant because he was next to
I
Howard
loved-
Stern
no,
back in the
I
70s?
loved Soupy Sales before I knew who Howard Stern was.
All I know is that his sons were in a band with David Bowie called Tin Men or something like that. And I always thought
Tin
that was
Man.
Tin Men.
Man.
Man?
Mhm.
Tin Man?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those were his sons, and they were in a band with
I didn't know
David
that
Bowie.
they were the guys in the
Look
band.
it up. Find out if I'm lying or if I just don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Do you want to do open mics?
Yes, we have so many left on the
okay.
table today. So
We're trying to get rid of them. This is going to be our last
Your
chance.
open mics
Hey.
from the WSB radio
Whoa.
app.
Hey, pal.
I like
All
that the thunder came before the actual. I like that.
That's lightning. Just buy my. This is
But
lightning.
we're hearing it. That's the
It's
thunder.
lightning cracking. It's crashing. Well, you might call that thunder.
I don't
but
think we hear lightning.
Like when
We don't hear lightning.
when Live said lightning crashes.
Tin Machine.
Tin Machine. But it wasn't wrong about they are Soupy Sales sons.
Yes.
The Sales brothers.
Discount and fire.
I want to make a restaurant called Soup or Sales.
Well, why don't you do that? You've got the money.
Yeah.
You are wealthy.
All right. Well, this is going to be
Makes
our
so much
last
money doing this
open mic in the year 2024. So let's get cracking. Let's get thundering.
Hey, good afternoon. I did really enjoy that new Christmas classic, although it did get a little dark at the end. Anyway, this is Jason, and at 5:18, it's 71 degrees and partly cloudy in Beaufort. Have a great day.
That's AI Tim and the AI's latest Christmas classic, The Great Christmas Drone War.
I got it right here if you want to hear it.
All right, but we're not going to be able to get to any more open mics, but go ahead. To hell with it.
A Jersey boy on Christmas Eve pressed his nose against the glass, waiting up for Santa's sleigh to finally zoom past. But out across the moonlit sky, strange lights began to blink. Could it be the reindeer or just some drones, he thinks? Drones in the sky, zipping by, lasers blasting bright. Santa's sleigh gets caught in a fight on this Christmas night. Rudolph's nose begins to glow, a weapon shining red. Christmas Eve turns wild and strange as death rays start to spread. The drones all circled Santa's sleigh, their lasers flashing fast. But Rudolph's nose shot back at them, defending Christmas past. The boy stood frozen, watching as the war lit up the town, while Santa, laughing through the smoke, took those drones all down. Drones in the sky, zipping by, lasers blasting bright. Santa's sleigh gets caught in a fight on this Christmas night. Rudolph's nose begins to glow, a weapon shining red. Christmas Eve turns wild and strange as death rays start to spread. By morning, snow
Before it
was
gets
on
dark.
the ground, but scattered everywhere were bits of drones and reindeer parts. Odors filled the air, and in the yard, to his surprise, one gruesome souvenir: a bloody antler glistening and a hunk of Santa's ear. But
Oh, no.
under the tree,
Happy part
the
now.
boy still found his Christmas wish come true. An iPad wrapped in shiny bows, and maybe a drone part or two.
Oh.
So here's a tale from New Jersey skies that you won't soon ignore, of Rudolph's nose and Santa's sleigh in the Great Christmas Drone War.
Ready to go?
Ready, stand up.
The latest Christmas classic.
Which will be featured tomorrow on the show as well.
Of course, tomorrow. Also, a couple of songs that will also be featured. You know, unfortunately, our friend Kevin Kinney, who is always with us on these Christmas shows, they have a show in Athens that night, so not able. So we will have the time that Kevin Kinney and Bing Crosby met.
It's a great one.
And the little song that came from them. And also, I think it's become a yearly tradition with Autumn Fisher's version of Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas.
Aww.
And I guess I'm not going to have any new version of my song, This Is My Kind of Christmas, so I guess we'll just we'll go with English Nick's version again. So plenty of music. There it is. Turn it up. And you. Hey, Robert Reed.
Charles Nelson Riley.
It was all the people that would end up on game shows
Right.
in the 70s. Andrew Seco is seeing brake lights on 285 East by Spaghetti Junction.
That we are. The Interloop especially looking a little tough. 285 eastbound, right for 285 East 85 in a cab. You are slowing and going from Seaford Highway all the way down towards Pontillion Avenue over in Clarkston. Second worst spot on the perimeter. Looks to be in and around Sandy Springs. East and west, you are slow from Doraville all the way down towards Smyrna Vinings. And the northwest ride, 75 southbound, you are tapping that brake pedal from Kennesaw all the way down towards the ballpark, exit 259 to 285. Let's take a quick look downtown with the help of Kobe Dawkins, Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center.
You might want to start to pack some patience. 75-85 northbound, those brake lights start at Langford Parkway to North Avenue. 75 southbound, you're slow a little south of Moores Mill Road, and 85 southbound delays start just before Georgia 400. And this report is sponsored by Discover. Do you know what's accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide? If you guessed Discover, you guessed right, based on the February 2024 Nielsen Report. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Christmas is all about tradition.
Spend this Christmas Eve and Christmas Day with WSB and Mannheim Steamroller as we give you 25 straight hours of Christmas music.
Beginning at 5 p.m. Christmas Eve until 6 p.m. Christmas night.
It's WSB's 25 Hours of Christmas.
Presented by Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
From 95.5 WSB, your holiday station.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell. I've trusted America's Best Choice for more than a decade, and so can you.
For a limited time, get the best quality windows starting at just $299. Plus, act now and save 10% on all new decks. And enjoy great pricing on siding, roofing, fencing, motorized awnings, and more. Don't wait. Go to abcwin.com and schedule your free consultation. America's Best Choice. Quality you can trust, prices you can afford.
There she is, founder and CEO. High five.
Dave can't stop celebrating with every business owner in town.
All right, Baker Man. High five.
He's sharing the excitement of big savings with the Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee.
Woo, up top, Bike Shop. Yeah.
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
Quick, high five.
5 years of advanced security.
5 years.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Yeah, law partners. Chamberlain, Messethorpe, Dubois.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability. Switch today and get the 5-year price lock guarantee.
5 years.
It's back, but only for a limited time.
Woo.
Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
Can't forget you, voiceover guy.
Ah, thanks, Dave.
High five.
Ends 3/9/25. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? Well, that's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. Here's how it works. Orchard gives you cash so you can buy and move into your new home first on your timeline. No waiting, no showings, no double moves. Then the Orchard experts take it from there. They'll handle repairs on your old home and make price-boosting upgrades at no upfront cost. Once they're done, a local Orchard agent lists and sells your home for top dollar. Orchard's Move First program gives you the freedom to buy and move into your new home first and sell your old home later. Buy before you sell and get top dollar for your home with Orchard. Ready to find out how much your home is worth? Visit Orchard.com to get your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com.
It's my favorite time of year. I love spending time with family, enjoying delicious, nutritious food and bread. That's right, real bread, not that enriched stuff you see on the grocery shelves. This is Sue from Bread Beckers in Woodstock with Sue's Healthy Minute. My family and I were blown away from the health benefits of making real bread from freshly milled whole grains. After more than 30 years in business, we are more than a kitchen store. We are a real food store where you can get everything you need to make real bread for your family. Come to the Bread Beckers store in Woodstock this holiday season. We offer a complete line of grains, beans, sweeteners, and other whole foods, and check out our top-of-the-line kitchen equipment, including grain mills, pressure cookers, freeze dryers, and more. Our infused olive oils and vinegars are a huge hit. Our knowledgeable and friendly staff will help you find the perfect gift. Visit breadbeckers.com or our Bread Beckers store in Woodstock.
Hey friends, it's Mark Aram here. Celebrate the new year with a resolution you can easily achieve. Regrow your own natural hair with the simple one-day hair loss solution from Advanced Hair Restoration. They have changed tens of thousands of lives. Advanced Hair even guarantees that your new hair will grow. Celebrate the new year with a free consultation, $250 off, and 250 free hair grafts. Find out if you qualify. Call 470-660-HAIR or visit advancedhair.com.
Good work, Stefan. You've earned your money.
Woohoo!
Which is 0.
Oh.
He's moody, this Stefan. Mercurial. Up and down is what I say.
Driven by money.
No.
A greedy, greedy Grinch.
That's no good.
We're supposed to be doing lightning fast open mics.
Hey, Eric and the Doctrinaires. Eric the other day was talking about Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. If you can track down the MST version of it, it's absolutely sublime. It's Sunday night, 7:20, 54 degrees in Gainesville, and the wife's away, so we're watching bad movies. Happy Christmas, guys.
All right, I'm sure those.
It's a classic one.
It's yeah, well, I've never seen the Mystery Science Theater version of it because the movie itself, Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, as I've mentioned, as a child, I loved. Watched it as an adult and realized this is just really unwatchable.
Yeah.
The guys from Mars that live on Mars are like Borscht Belt comics. You know,
Maybe that's where they came from.
I mean, I don't know, but it's so low budget that at one point, because basically the storyline is that the Martians come and abduct Santa Claus from the North Pole, take him to Mars because the children on Mars are miserable and they don't have a Christmas, and so he's got to get the whole operation going up there. And so at one point he gets the operation going, and they're like they have their version of elves in the toy shop. And there's a conveyor belt with the new toys coming down. And I am not lying to you. Just the kind that you would find in any home in the 1960s laundry basket is what they have at the end of this line, collecting the toys. That's the kind of budget that's going on here. So the Mystery Science Theater version, maybe that could become a classic for me. It could be a yearly thing. Is it on YouTube? Is it easy to find?
You could find it, yeah.
Yeah, I just found it on YouTube.
Done. I'll be watching that with my latest thing, by the way. And I don't have the addiction gene, but although I did go out with addiction gene for a while.
Yeah.
She's fun.
She's
but
good.
she'll wear you out.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
She's down for anything, right?
Let's do it all right now. Let's do it all.
Anything
She
all
never
the time.
sleeps.
Yeah.
Never sleeps.
And you don't either.
Doesn't shower.
Doesn't shower.
Well, I don't have time to shower. I got other things to do. I think there's more important
I
things
will
to
tell
do
you.
than just showering and bathing.
I go through many addictions, and the one I'm in right now is coming home after the show and heating up a nice large mug of eggnog with a whole bunch of rum in it. And I got a feeling that if I add Mystery Science Theater to Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, it's going to be a good time. So
Half a gummy.
might go for a full.
Just got to add this to it as well.
Thank you, EVH. For the longest time, I thought I was the only one who hated that Paul McCartney Christmas song. I cannot stand that song.
See, Paul? There's a lot of people who don't like it.
Well, it's growing on me now. I always hated it, but I love it.
It's a chimpanzee.
The moon is right. The chimpanzee loves it.
Autumn, have you seen Beetle 64 yet, the documentary?
Yeah.
It's got that part in it where he's looking at the picture and he's like,
ooh, it's a
if
chimpanzee.
Look, if it's a boy,
Chimpanzee.
Definitely have a chimpanzee.
Playing with aluminium.
That's the right way to say it, by the way.
I know.
Hit me.
I liked a few of The Rock's movies, being Rampage, Red Notice, with Ryan Reynolds, that was good, and Jungle Cruise, that was a cute one, and I actually liked Red One, but my wife does tell me I'm an idiot an awful lot, so love you, Eric.
Listen. Oh, thank you, George. So, I haven't seen Red One yet, but I'm gonna capitulate this season and just say that a lot of people have told me they've watched it and they like it. If it's good and if it's funny, what I don't understand is why they couldn't come up with one trailer that had anything in it that made me even smile, let alone laugh. But a lot of people are enjoying it. Don't let me, go all over your...
It sounds like you need to watch
Christmas
Red
show.
One with a little bit of your eggnog and rum concoction. That's what you need to do.
We'll see. Well, you do a double feature?
Yeah.
I might end up overdosing. They'll find me. How embarrassing. He died watching Red One. Andrew Seco is watching delays on I-20 in DeKalb.
That we are seeing the brake lights in and out of Stonecrest. Earlier construction and some trouble. 20 east and west, you are slow from Stonecrest all the way towards 285 right outside Panthersville. Looking on the south side, we're still seeing delays, 75 north and south from Locust Grove all the way up to 675 in Stockbridge, and 400 delays from Sandy Springs up through Roswell. You break free, and then you're slowing and going in Alpharetta, 400 northbound at Windward Parkway. That is exit 11. Taking a look at your Norcross Duluth and a Sewanee ride, here's Sydney Darden.
Well, it's much like Santa's stocking, Andrew. It's stuffed. You're pretty much bumper to bumper coming off Spaghetti Junction, I-85 northbound until you get to Jimmy Carter Boulevard there at exit 99. After that, it does break apart just a little bit, but it picks right back up once you hit that 85-316 split. Traffic brought to you by Publix. Let Publix make the holidays stress-free with the Publix holiday meals. Just heat and serve for a traditional feast. Advanced ordering is required. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
Americans love using their credit cards, the most secure and hassle-free way to pay. But D.C. politicians want to change that with the Durbin-Marshall credit card bill. This bill lets corporate megastores pick how your credit card is processed, allowing them to use untested payment networks that jeopardize your data security and rewards. Corporate megastores will make more money, and you pay the price. Tell Congress to guard your card, because Americans lose when politicians choose. Learn more at guardyourcard.com. Paid for by the Electronic Payments Coalition.
Why should you do your shopping at D. Geller & Son this holiday season? Because you don't want to end up like shouldn't have case number 674.
Okay, everyone, let's open our gifts.
Honey, you go first.
Oh, perfume. You really shouldn't have.
They told me it was their scent of the month.
It's in my throat.
It's in my eyes.
What? It's not that bad.
Grandma's down. Shouldn't have gone with the perfume. This year, take the risk out of holiday shopping with a beautiful gift from D. Geller & Son.
This year, hold on the perfume and give them something they'll really love. Like a beautiful piece of fine jewelry from D. Geller & Son Jewelers. From timeless diamond stud earrings to tennis bracelets to our gorgeous selection of hand-picked loose diamonds. D. Geller & Son Jewelers has been helping folks find that perfect holiday gift since 1939. So stop in today. D. Geller & Son Jewelers in Atlanta, Kennesaw, and Sandy Springs. And you can always shop online at dgeller.com.
Men, if you're suffering from ED or PE, Priority Men's Medical Center will get your love life back in just one visit. Their painless, breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments will restore your love life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients will have their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To regain your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
Satisfy your cravings at Atlanta's best ramen house, Jinya Ramen Bar, with our new chef specials. Try the Red Garnet Ramen, thick handmade noodles in a creamy vegan soup topped with tender pork shasu and a medley of flavorful vegetables. Or enjoy our curry rice croquettes, seasoned curry rice balls stuffed with white cheddar cheese. These limited time specials are available at all 6 of our locations. Visit JinyaRamenBar.com to learn more and check out job opportunities.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather, traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
It's 4:30. I'm Veronica Waters. News this half hour is brought to you by Hoffman Financial Group. WSB's top local story we hear today from the parents of 15-year-old Amanda Sylvester, who died earlier this month after her volleyball practice. Her mother, Barbara Sylvester, gave a heart-wrenching explanation of the events that transpired in College Park while waiting for an ambulance to come pick up the teen after her collapse.
This is a pain no one could ever understand. But it's also a pain I don't want anyone to ever have to go through again. When you call for help, help should come.
The teen's mother says they called 911 and waited more than an hour before Grady EMS showed up. Instead of waiting, the mother put the teen in her car and drove her to a nearby hospital, but Amanda died from cardiac arrest. They're speaking to the press today about this December 5th tragedy, saying they want answers and they want to make sure this doesn't happen to another family. Amanda was laid to rest just yesterday. Amazon workers at a delivery warehouse in Alpharetta joined thousands of fellow Amazonians going on strike less than a week before Christmas and Hanukkah. The Teamsters Union demands higher wages, hazard pay, and more.
Winter coats, just better safety on routes, and just better treatment of the vans. I mean, some of the vans are absolutely disgusting.
That's Trenton Knight, an Amazon driver based at that facility. Amazon says this strike won't have an impact on holiday deliveries. The online retail giant says those striking are employed by a contractor, not the company itself. Fulton County District Attorney Fonnie Willis says she will appeal a court ruling kicking her off the election interference case over her relationship with former special prosecutor Nathan Wade. Former DeKalb County District Attorney Robert James tells WSB as Willis asks the state Supreme Court to weigh in, it's not clear how this is all going to turn out.
They ordinarily would appoint a new DA or either someone that works for the prosecuting attorney's council or just a lawyer in general. I don't think any of that is going to happen until the Supreme Court decides to take the issue up or not and resolves the issue of whether or not the DA should be removed.
President-elect Trump's attorney Steve Sadow cheers the decision today. A deal has reportedly been reached now to avoid a government shutdown. Sources say a new spending bill will suspend the debt limit for 2 years after President-elect Trump demanded it. Yesterday, GOP lawmakers backed off of a previous deal after Trump and billionaire Elon Musk criticized it. The deal is expected to be voted on tomorrow. The deadline to avoid a shutdown is midnight Friday. Now, the Vine City Walmart is telling everybody that they want them to know they are open and in operation after reopening in May and eradicating what they said was a desert of pharmaceutical help in that area. Today, they had a free event offering vaccinations and health screenings for the community. This initiative, part of a larger effort to get the community focused on a healthy 2025. Some of their partners today included the NFL Alumni Association, the American Heart Association, and the Center for Black Women's Wellness. The search continues for that man who was wanted after shooting a Georgia State Patrol K-9 in Coweta County. 51-year-old Ira Troy Williams is wanted for that incident in Grantville.
The manhunt continues. It's more of a strategic search with the Georgia State Patrol down here. We also have Coweta County here. The Department of Natural Resources has lent units to search the woods. And, of course, Grantville police are in support of all this.
That's Grantville Mayor Richard Proctor, who says Williams is also wanted on an outstanding murder charge. The K-9 survived the shooting after emergency surgery. No troopers were injured. Does your restaurant make some yummy dish you just know would be loved by baseball fans in Atlanta? Well, now is your chance to join the menu at Truist Park. The Atlanta Braves are, for the first time ever, holding the equivalent of a culinary casting call. The team's inviting restaurateurs and food and beverage suppliers across the Southeast showcased to apply at braves.com/foodsearch. Submissions are open now through January 15th, and those chosen will not just be on the Truist Park menu, but will also be showcased at the 2025 Major League Baseball All-Star Game in Atlanta. It's 4:34, time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. First, WSB Triple Team Traffic kicks off with Andrew Seco. Andrew, how is that mid-afternoon drive?
We're starting to see the volume pack in Veronica, especially downtown or connecting north and south. Seems to be the busiest spot here. You were slow north and southbound from East Point up into Brookhaven. Delays southbound spilling on 85 and 400 proper, making it really tough heading into Midtown. Let's circle the city where we find the worst delays on the interloop through DeKalb, 285 East. You're on and off the brakes at Buford Highway down to Memorial Drive. It's exit 41 and slowing and going through Sandy Springs on the north side, 285 East and West. You are slow from Norcross all the way down into Smyrna Vinings. Kobe Dawkins, Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center.
And I'm picking some new trouble up getting into the northwest suburbs, 75 northbound near the North 120 loop. Officials reporting a stall knocking out one left lane, and then you're jammed pack all the way up until Highway 92 in Ackworth. And looking at 575 northbound, you're tapping the brakes getting into Woodstock. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz with Atlanta's most accurate and dependable weather forecast. Keep a few clouds around this afternoon with temperatures near 60, falling through the 50s this evening. Friday, mostly sunny, windy, low 39, high 54. And sunny on Saturday, low 32, high 47.
Right now, we are looking at 56 degrees at 4:36. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Did you know you could have a stress-free holiday meal that is sure to impress? Mark Aaron back from my friends at Publix. Just heat and serve for a traditional feast that will leave your guests satisfied. Order now. Make your holiday gathering one to remember. Check out the Mojo Pork Dinner. It includes moist, tender pork, expertly flavored with a Mojo blend of seasonings, rice and pigeon peas, sweet plantains with bacon and onion, and the amazing, delicious dulce de leche milk-infused bar cake. Items require advanced ordering, so hurry now. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
At Shane Company, we want you to be the holiday hero. We have so many ways to create unique, fine jewelry gifts. Give a ring or necklace with their favorite gemstone like amethyst or peachy morganite, one to match their eyes, or even pick out their favorite team colors. Customize our North Star charm with the gemstone of your choice for a reminder to follow their own path. Or create a personalized piece with zodiac, birthstone, and diamond letter charms. Visit us in store and shop online at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
There she is, founder and CEO. High five.
Dave can't stop celebrating with every business owner in town.
All right, Baker Man, high five.
He's sharing the excitement of big savings with the Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee.
Ooh, up top, Bike Shop.
Yeah. It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
Quick, high five.
5 years of advanced security.
5 years.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Yeah, law partners. Chamberlain, Messelthorpe, Dubois.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability. Switch today and get the 5-year price lock guarantee.
5 years.
It's back, but only for a limited time.
Woo!
Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
Can't forget you, voiceover guy.
Ah, thanks, Dave.
High five.
Ends 3/9/25. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
Jared Yamamoto is saying, hey, Mon Hessler, keep your foot on the gas with the lightning round of open mics. This is our last opportunity in 2024 to get them off the table, so let's go.
And even then, my cousin-in-law is texting me, how can I get a copy of that, the American Drone song, the American Drone Christmas song? I'll text him back. I'm going to put it up on our site and on our socials later.
Yes.
He's a fan, Tim. He's a fan.
Oh, cool.
Listen,
of Tim and the AIs.
Oh. You're the new Bing Crosby.
Oh, that's right.
You're the voice of Christmas for many people.
Maka
Is the right way.
Did you know
Yes.
that he's saying is Hawaii's way?
Is Hawaii's way.
Makes sense.
So it's not wise.
I always thought
I
it was
know.
wise.
Doesn't it sound? It kind of is the same words.
I
but
just said
always
right.
the wise way.
Yeah, I always thought it was the wise way.
Hey, Eric, hand me a sack of oranges, would you?
Oh.
Take care of
Wait,
all of them.
Bing, I thought I was saying what you were. I was correct in making it right.
Bing's old school. He doesn't like it when women speak out of line.
I don't like to be
You're right, I'm
corrected.
You want a sandwich, Bing?
Oh, I'd love one.
It's a wise way
Which is
of
why-
saying Merry Christmas. A very, very, very Merry Christmas. A very, very Merry Christmas to you. Unless I don't like you, I'm not talking to you.
Which
Yes.
is why all of the Christmas-themed Hawaiian bars around town always play that song. It's because
Mele Kalikimaka. It's the only Hawaiian Christmas song that I know of. Although I'm sure Don Ho has an entire Christmas album.
So I'll find a
Oh, wait,
Spotify
isn't there one
playlist.
on Christmas Island?
I don't know.
Autumn, that's an interesting observation.
You know what I found out about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Don't you like to spend Christmas on Christmas Island?
How
Do you
is
know
it?
that one?
I don't know
That's
that.
right. That's right. I know that song.
Is it a Hawaii
okay,
song, though? Just because it's an island
Well,
doesn't mean
it's
it's
Christmas
Hawaii.
Island.
I
Do
think
you
it
think it's
covers
like about
all islands.
Staten Island?
Everybody gets to participate.
It's possible.
Do you want to
It's
spend
island inclusive.
Christmas
You know,
on
it's
Christmas Staten Island?
there's one island you don't want to be Christmas Island. I know that.
What island?
You know what island?
What?
The one we can't find out the black book for. The one we can't find out the celebrities went to. You don't want that to be Christmas.
Epstein Island.
No, we don't want that. Do not want that to happen.
Don't want to be underage with all
do you
those dudes.
do you want to know this little piece of information that I have about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the show that I found out? Much like George Lucas, they messed with it over. It was supposed to only play once, and they didn't think it was going to be a big deal. And so as it became a Christmas favorite, they did some things, and people were like, so apparently the first time it played, even though there's a promise to go back to the island of
Misfit
Toys, apparently it never happened. And the first time around, they don't go back there. And so by the second or third time that it aired, by like 65 or 66, they just went and put that. So it's a really fast.
Because you see the Misfit toys in Santa's bag later on in the movie.
Right, that was put in there later. But
Oh, okay.
also him even stopping there. If you notice, if you watch it now, it's a real quick scene where he just like, whoo, he stops in, they all hop in, and boom, off they go. And I had no idea. They changed a bunch of things about it over the years once they realized people would be watching it every year. A little Christmas tidbit. Maybe I should have saved that for tomorrow's show. I don't know. Right now.
Little tidbits.
Hey, Von Hessler. What? I'm at a resort where two rats happen to live south of Georgia. And the hotel has nothing but sliding room doors. How am I supposed to have my 2 cups of coffee and do my morning business when my entire family can hear everything that's going on? I guess I have to find a bush on the side of the road. Hey, Tim, you got a koozie I can borrow?
Yes, I do.
That's a man who follows the show over a number of years, knows many things about the folks on the show. I'm beginning to wonder if my morning routine is starting to get a little boring. I don't know. I usually, I eat and do exactly the same thing every single morning.
Switch it up.
Try juggling.
I do juggle.
Juggle the oatmeal.
Oh, you mean by juggling? Do you mean the food itself, or the different? Just to make it interesting. Is what you're saying.
Juggle the cereal, the milk, and the bowl.
I don't do cereal.
You don't do cereal.
No, I do. I do
guess
yogurt.
you're too good for cereal.
I do. I'm too good for cereal.
Yeah.
I do yogurt and I do oatmeal with blueberries in both, with a cup of coffee, and then there's a second cup of coffee, and then there's the probiotics, and then the prebiotic, and the whole the whole old man thing.
When do you get rid of all that? At night before bed?
No. That's usually
in the morning when he wakes up.
Well, no, I mean somewhere in there, like after the second cup of coffee,
Okay.
and before the prebiotic. But I started to think, do I want to eat oatmeal and yogurt every morning? For a while, I thought.
I did a week of steel cut, which takes 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So every day I was getting up, I'm going to make my 20-minute oatmeal.
see,
and
I
then
know.
a couple of days go by, I'm like,
Dr. Joe's always yelling at me. It's like, it's just so easy to open
There's
it.
a
I do
reason
the
why it's
lower
called-
sugar one. I do the
there's a
lower
reason
sugar.
why it's called instant oatmeal, and that's because it's instant.
He's
It's
like, all you
easy.
got to do. I guess I could just go up there and just
Make
whip it
it.
up in a pan.
You know who could make it for you?
A pot?
Maybe Jane would make it for you.
She would.
Because you can do it in the slow cooker, and then you have it all week.
Oh. Could
Oh,
I
you
do it
use
the night
those
before?
overnight oats too are supposed to be.
Oh,
pretty
can you
good.
do that?
Not with steel cut, because they're too thick.
Oh,
But you can do it with regular
Could do it
oats.
like in a crock pot?
Yeah.
And wake up in the morning, the house will smell all
Like oatmeal.
oatmeal-y.
And put a little
Oh.
butter on it like I do and cinnamon powder.
Hell yeah.
Eric, you have to make a podcast. I'm so serious. This is from Florida. This is from Auburndale, Florida. The temperature here is, I don't know, like probably like 65, 70, something like that. It's a little bit chilly. But you need to make a podcast, man. Like, you would just have some, like, after the pot, like, dude, Make some money. Make some freaking money.
You didn't even say
I would
what
support
kind.
100%.
Yeah, just do
$30.
$30. He gets cut off. He's only get 30 seconds on the open mic.
Was he saying he'd be willing to put in $30 a year for it?
A month.
A month? That's a lot.
You get 5 or 6 of those, you're rolling in it.
Yeah.
I would help.
Hey, listen, I want to be in that space, man. I want to be in that space. I know that this show could go national. We could just have the greatest show. But the station isn't into it. I can't get, and I'm not putting them down. The station has its own priorities. And you just can't go out there. And listen, we know for a fact that as a show, we talk to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people a week. It is not good for my brand to have a thing on YouTube that 3 days later says 114 people. That's not good for my brand when I know on the radio show we're talking to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people a week. So that's the problem. I look at it, listen, I know it could be successful. I know I've seen what Pat McAfee did. I know how to do this, but you've got to have support. You've got to have, a way to get over there, or you're going to languish with 114 people. And then if I'm still on the radio, then what happens is some sales team at another station, will be like, oh, you really want to advertise with this guy? He's only got 114 people. When in reality, we're talking to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people.
Maybe it was the
These
host.
are the things.
Maybe the podcast failed because of the host.
Me or you?
Me.
It wasn't even. No, it wasn't even a matter. It didn't matter.
I was poisoned.
I know, but it didn't matter what we did, whether it was the Von Hessler Doctrine after show or whatever. Didn't matter what we did going into that space. You have to go in there. And you can't just dawdle. You got to have a plan. You've got to have the ability to go in there and do what you want.
You got to do something.
Because we know that if you speak English or even just understand English, there's a number of people that would love this show in every market. But that just doesn't happen just because you show up. There has to be a plan. And WSB has got their plans, and there's nothing wrong with their plans. But going into that space and dominating, and I'm not interested in doing anything where we don't have the opportunity to dominate. I don't want to sound entitled, but I believe given the opportunity to dominate, the show will dominate. And I'm not going to go anywhere where we don't have the opportunity to dominate.
I've just been handed this paper here. Remember that you can grab the Von Hessler Doctrine as a podcast on WSBRadio.com, the WSB Radio app, or any of your favorite podcast providers.
Maybe we could do that and just make it available through our feed, and I wouldn't have to deal with the YouTube thing. Because that just really bothers the hell out of me when I know that hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people are listening to the show, and I just can't take it. I mean, call it ego. I just can't look up 3 days later and see 114 people. The Neil Finn thing's got like 4,000. That's the best ever. That's because of Neil Finn, not because of me. Andrew Seco says there's new trouble on 75 South in Marietta.
Taking a quick peek at the Big Chicken as we approach 75 southbound at the North Loop, making it 265. Looking at a couple left lanes knocked out with a stall as you get to that exit. You are slowing and going as you're heading closer towards the Cloverleaf. You're going to want to avoid the area and use Highway 41. Looking at some service street issues here in Cobb County as well. South Cobb Drive, got a crash blocking some lanes at Concord Drive. And got a slow spot heading up into Kennesaw. Got something jammed up I-75 at Wake Green Road. That's exit 273. With a look at I-20, the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center. Here's Cindy Darden.
Andrew, the worst of it's going to be over into Cobb County, coming off 285, I-20 eastbound, jammed up during that slow zone near Wesley Chapel, exit 68. That's going to have you on and off the brakes. Past Panola Road, on your way into Stonecrest. This report is sponsored by Atlantic Station. Who needs Santa's sleigh when you've got Atlantic Station? Check out your entire gift list in one trip. It's the heart of the ATL and the hub of holiday shopping. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
In Atlanta, there is always something happening.
On the shoulder, you'll see some flashing lights.
The Triple Team Traffic Center has you covered.
You are slowing and going in that all the way down to I-20.
Helping you on your commute. Brought to you by the Cool Ray Lifetime Parts and Labor Warranty.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Spend time where it matters most this holiday season and sell your home fast with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. The guaranteed offer allows you to bypass the market, receive an all-cash offer, and close in as little as 21 days. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer and start packing.
Are the effects of diabetes, prostate cancer, hypertension, or high cholesterol robbing you of your ability to perform in the bedroom? Choice Men's Health can help you eliminate ED and get your bedroom performance back in just one visit. Choice Men's Health offers breakthrough treatments for ED and performance issues in the bedroom to help you regain your confidence and give you back the intimacy with your partner. Call Choice Men's Health right now to make an appointment and find out how you can eliminate ED on the first visit. Popular name brand pills like Viagra and Cialis don't work for everyone and can have serious side effects. Choice Men's Health custom medications work immediately, even if you have a medical history or think you're too old to perform like you used to. Choice Men's Health can help you have a fulfilling sex life again. Call Choice Men's Health today at 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170. Once again, that's 404-400-1170.
Norwegian Cruise Line invites you to experience more in the Caribbean, Alaska, Europe, and beyond. For a limited time, get 50% off all cruises and enjoy NCL's all-new More at Sea cruising package, including unlimited open bar, specialty dining, and more. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Offer ends soon. Norwegian Cruise Line. Ships registry the Bahamas and USA. Restrictions apply.
If the last few years have taught us one thing as we head into another year, it's to value the things we can control. Hey, it's Mark Aaron back with you. Addressing hair loss, no exception. Our friends at Advanced Hair Restoration can reverse years or even decades of hair loss with their simple one-day treatment. Your own natural hair begins to regrow the very next day, and your new hair guaranteed to grow for life. It works for bald spots, receding hairlines, thinning, men, women, younger, wiser. Advanced Hair's top-rated physicians have changed tens of thousands of lives, and now it's your turn. Schedule your free consultation by calling 470-660-HAIR, and to celebrate the new year, get special financing, 250 free hair grafts, and $250 off. Value the things you can control and start regrowing your own natural hair today. That's 470-660-HAIR, or discover what meeting your resolution could look like with before and afters at advancedhair.com.
Wesley is a truck driver.
I drive a truck, and I love what I do.
A truck driver with IRS troubles.
They told me I owed them $43,000.
It got really bad.
Quite a few letters in the mail. They were talking about wage garnishment, coming after my house, my car. Yeah, they don't play around. I seriously thought that I was going to lose everything.
One sleepless night, Wesley finally made a call to Optima Tax Relief at 2 a.m.
Kind of figured I'd get a machine, but I didn't. I actually got to talk to an actual person in the middle of the night.
He found just what he was looking for.
Oh, they were great people. You need a team of people that know what they're doing. Optima Tax, they know what they're doing.
Optima Tax Relief came through with flying colors.
I saved an incredible amount of money. Happy don't even come close. I was absolutely overjoyed.
Take Wesley's advice.
If you're in any kind of trouble with the IRS, call Optima Tax Relief. Don't trust anybody else.
Call Optima for a free consultation. Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
That was some funny stuff. Too bad it wasn't on the air. A little too racy, perhaps. Come on, man. Let's get these open mics off the table.
Well, yesterday we played, or we disguised the voicemail of a lady that was very upset with us, saying that we're just a waste
She hates the show.
Waste of time, right?
But you know what? I have come to, I'm accepting of that wonderful lady, and I just want to say,
unfortunately,
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, and I wish you nothing but the best. But stay away from my station. No. I meant season's greetings. That's what I meant.
Well, you're getting a lot of responses.
She didn't bother me at all, by the way.
We got a lot of responses.
I mean, you do understand that, right?
I
you
understand.
guys do, right? George, you know that. It doesn't bother me.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Autumn knows.
You're not bothered.
Not at all.
No. This is the sound of a man who is unbothered.
Not
at
even
peace,
miffed.
At peace with himself,
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yes.
She didn't. She hated the show.
We got responses from the open mic and our Von Hessler
I hope
Doctrine
they went
socials.
after her.
And
No,
listen to
I-
this.
no.
All right, I'm
Take
going
her
to join.
now.
All right, I'm going to join that lady in complaining about the Von Hessler doctrine. One,
why do you guys not work on weekends? It's only 4 hours a day. B, bring back Snacky and some of our other favorite characters. And 3, don't let a Frenchman tell you how to pronounce an English word. Octopodes? I wonder if that guy's ever gotten stung by a centipede or gone out into his garage and crushed a millepede after it rained. Octopedes? Sounds better to me. Anyway, thank you very much.
I knew that guy wasn't pronouncing it right for the word of the day.
Octopedes.
Octopodes. That's how we say it.
Octopodes. That's right.
Octopodes.
That would be.
He wasn't a
Octopodes.
native English speaker.
Who was Snacky?
Snacky was the
He
guy
always had snackable content.
Had snackable content.
Oh.
So I think you were Snacky.
Well, I know I was. I don't
and
remember.
you would give us like this stupid, that story at the end of the news that like the squirrel that's water
the
skiing.
kicker stories?
Yeah, the like meaningless.
I like the
spoonful
small
of-
town news guy better.
Oh yeah, what was that?
Daily Herald.
That was Daily Herald.
That was my favorite. Love Daily Herald.
I did like
there's
Daily
a pancake breakfast.
Yeah. Fire department's getting together for spaghetti dinner. All you can eat.
You gotta bring back Daily Herald.
I don't think that was his voice.
Yes,
That's pretty close. That's pretty close. You do a good Daily Herald.
It was.
Yeah.
Jim's birthday down at the Ace Hardware.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. He's retiring after 40 years of working at Western Auto.
Yeah, so it's like a sort of a Pennsylvania or Western New York
Twin
kind
tiers.
of. Yeah, the Southern tier.
And Snacky was just loud. Snacky was just, do you believe this headline?
Yeah, Snacky was that ridiculous story, after the news for 25 minutes scares the hell out of you about every damn thing that's awful in the world, and here's a little spoonful of sugar to help the medicine go down. Oh, as a fourth grader saved her dog. Okay, great.
Wow.
I guess things aren't so bad in the world. Hey, things aren't so bad. Let's give some stuff away. That's cool. 2 tickets to see Rod Stewart. It's not tomorrow. It's next year on Friday, August 1st, 2025 at Ameris Bank Amphitheater. Be caller number 10 to 404-872-0750. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com. Andrew Seco is watching a travel advisory on 75 in Marietta.
Beer stacking and packing as you're passing Kennesaw Mountain. You get a good glimpse of it as you're looking to the right, 75 southbound. A couple left lanes knocked out with a stall at North Marietta Parkway. Exit 265 delays back into Kennesaw. You'll want to use Highway 41 to dodge those delays. And speaking of Kennesaw, looking for trouble right now. 75 northbound, slow spot when you get to Wade Green Road, exit 273. How are those midtown, downtown delays looking right now, Kobe Dawkins?
Well, they're jammed up. 75-85 northbound, those brake lights start before Langford Parkway to North Avenue. 75 southbound, you're slow, a little south of Moores Mill Road. And 85 southbound, delays start just before North Druid Hills Road. Triple team traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Do you frequently ask family and friends to repeat themselves? Do you struggle to understand conversations when you're at a restaurant, missing important life moments? Hi, this is Dr. Prince from Atlanta Hearing Associates, and we can help you hear better again. At Atlanta Hearing Associates, we combine the latest technology with compassionate care given by doctors of audiology to help you successfully manage hearing loss and get back to enjoying your life to the fullest. We offer hearing tests for individuals of all ages with easy online scheduling at hearatlanta.com. Symptoms: your hearing is muffled or words are not clear. It's difficult to hear when there is background noise. You turn the TV volume way up. If you noticed any of these symptoms, it's time to have a hearing test. Come on in and see us at Atlanta Hearing Associates. Easy online scheduling is available at hearatlanta.com. HEAR Atlanta.com.
Why should you do your shopping at D. Geller & Son this holiday season? Because you don't want to end up like shouldn't have case number 3340.
Ready to see your gift?
Okay.
Open your eyes.
What is it?
It's the future of walking. It's a Segway. In a few years, all of your friends are going to have one of these bad boys.
How much did this cost?
Only $4,000.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Why don't you hop on and take it for a spin?
Okay.
Honey, you know what never goes out of style? Diamonds. This year, take the risk out of holiday shopping at D. Geller & Son, steering you right since 1939.
This time of year, we all dream of being home for the holidays, but for many families in our community, that dream is out of reach. Hi, I'm Stacey Ellis, Vice President of the Jim Ellis Automotive Group. This holiday season, we're proud to partner with Habitat for Humanity of Georgia to help turn dreams of home ownership into reality. We believe that every family deserves a safe, stable place to call home, and together we can help make that happen. Purchase any new or pre-owned vehicle from our 21 dealership network between now and December 31st, and Jim Ellis Automotive will gladly make a donation to Habitat for Humanity of Georgia. Whether you're buying a car, truck, or SUV, your purchase will help build homes, communities, and hope for deserving families. Imagine the joy of a family walking through the door of their brand new home for the first time. To learn more, visit jimellis.com, where you can shop and compare more than 5,000 vehicles. Start or complete your entire purchase online and use the Jim Ellis Expressway to create a quick, easy, and convenient car buying experience. Jim Ellis Automotive, where you can always expect the best. And from our family to yours, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Dave Baker here. So you're leaving for work, but the garage door won't open. Is it the opener? Is the spring broken? Now you're late and your car is trapped. Don't panic. Overhead Door Company of Atlanta is here with same-day emergency service. They won't leave you stuck. Overhead Door Company of Atlanta is the original red ribbon garage door company